One of the most important skills that you can master is contact. So many of our students come to us with contact issues, and they may not know they have a contact issue. They just, all they really know is that it's not working for them. They have confusion, they have overwhelm, and a lot of frustration. Hi, my name is Chris Adderson, and I'm the founder of For the Horse Harmony program. Why do you get given these XYZ type of things? So if you do this and this and this, right? If you do X followed by Y followed by Z, and you do it in this certain order, you will want to get this expected outcome. And it never really happens. But what I'd like to propose is to take that mechanical and make it your technique for your specific horse. But there's one huge caveat to that, and that is that it requires feel. It requires you, the rider, to be able to feel. There's no technique if you can't feel your horse. And conversely, if you are just feeling and you don't have any sense of any kind of basic technique with your horse, then there's not going to be results that are coming your way either. So I'll give you an example just to illustrate this. This is a program that I have, and it's a student in our program. Before joining us, she had had numerous lessons from instructors, clinics, courses. She'd done everything. And still, she didn't know how to give her horse what her horse needed and what the horse wanted most from her. In other words, she didn't understand where to follow and where to support. So conversations with her horse were just very frustrating. This is what we gave our student, which was the comprehensive approach to contact. So she'd been taught of contact was an aid. It's broken down into details, a lot of them, and a certain sequence. She found that it was actually impossible for anybody to take that much detail at the same time as listening to their horse, comprehending. By the time you get all of this information in your body, you'll be too late with your aid, with your contact aid. And this is what was frustrating our students so much. How we approach this is through patterns. We help our student to know what to emphasize or what to let go of. This is the way that you can actually ride, right? It's not the specifics or the details of contact. It's the patterns. It's the patterns that are happening within your body and the patterns that are happening within your horse's body. So now, because she had been taught contact as an aid and everything was broken down into infinite details, she was now able to see the pattern. And we showed her what the pattern was with her body and with her contact. We showed her what the pattern was with her horse's body and how the two of them could actually contact. And now she says, I understand how I can help my horse. I never understood how I could help myself through contact. And now my horse is beautiful. So contact is not universal. It's universal in that we all need to have contact with our horses. But it's not a blanket approach of a bunch of details, right? And we all need it, whether you're bareback, whether you're bitless, whether you're bridleless, whether you're doing classical dressage, whatever, we all need contact. So this is one of the most important skills that you can master. Master it in a way that has context for you, and that is through patterns. And instead, with these patterns, they're comprehensive, they're grounded, they have a spherical perspective almost, and they have an energetic perspective to them also. So what that means is, again, you don't do XYZ, you don't do this, that, and the next thing with specific variables or aids or separate body parts as it's traditionally taught to ascertain a certain movement, let's say shoulder in, but rather you communicate through your contact, which is your spine first, your body, your seat, your mind, your feelings, as a complete and as a whole movement, or a pattern, in other words. This is then presented to your horse, which is receiving it as a pattern and then giving you back a pattern that is easily recognizable, easily adapted to from you, and easily changed as long as you know these patterns. So if you're struggling with understanding what contact is, if you don't know what contact means even, and if you don't know how to get it to your best advantage or to your horse's best advantage, then reach out to me. Let me know, and we can explain this to you in more detail. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.